Do we see anything further north, or is that just part of the map?
Oh, yeah. Let me go up to the north part. Sorry. It's more plains for the most part.
Look at that beast out there.
The
How did we
dragon.
miss that?
Yeah, that's just the north, south, east, west thing. And actually, let me do a little. Go ahead. You can ask questions while I'm drawing more of the fog of war.
Oh no, it wasn't a question. I was gonna say Aila thinks it's safe. She's just gonna stroll up to the bridge.
Right with you.
Okay, so if you want to, you can get right to onto the bridge, the very first part of the bridge, if you wish. But go ahead and stop there if that's your intention, and then we'll catch up with where everybody else is moving while you're doing that.
That's as far as I can dash.
And Jarral moves to the front of the tree.
Am I done investigating by now, or am I still looking at the ground, looking at tracks?
Nope, that you found what you think is you kind of found those tracks coming in. Maybe I'll draw it.
So I'm done looking.
Yeah.
You said it took like about a minute, so I'm just trying to get the
You
time
think
frame.
you're finding tracks along this route. Looks like it was moving towards the drawbridge. But your roll wasn't great enough that you weren't really able to say definitively what it was.
Yeah. So I bring up the back. Ooh, it moves with me. Oh, that's so fun. Okay, sorry. I move forward. I actually move what you drew. I move to about there.
Okay. All right. So let me finish the map up a second here.
King Kerrnel.
Can we hear sounds of people or just the gong?
You hear bells ringing in your head, and it's incessant, and it's making it nearly impossible really to hear much else. It just keeps bong, 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 and it reverberates, and it's kind of been going for so long, it's almost like you can't hear anything else. All right, so as you step under the ground there...
Can we hear each other within the range that we're at?
If you talk loudly, I mean, you're going to need to be right next to each other if you're going to want to whisper something, or even in a regular voice. I think shouting, you would barely hear each other at this point.
All right, I am going to... I'm gonna scoot over to Ian and get her attention and say, I do not think that these bells are from this town. They are too loud. No town would have bells this loud.
Is that the... Are you yelling it at me? Or is that about the...
I'm close talking.
You're close.
I'm talking to you. I'm right next to you.
So all I hear is...
I'm talking loud enough that you can hear me.
I look at you and I shrug. I wouldn't know. I'm not from the city. I just shrug. I just shrug.
All right. The folks in the front there, are they stopped, or would I have chance to run up to them as well? Like, are they waiting, or are they moving forward?
We're going to say that as Aila steps on the thing there, you're able to go down and talk to Ian, and then we're going to move time forward again if nobody else has done anything at that point. I just wanted to be sure that we didn't have people race in too quickly before. So, and let me draw a little bit more for you so you can see. Yeah, I believe that's. I haven't heard anybody say they're dashing across. I heard that one was going to walk onto the drawbridge. Okay. So let's move forward a second. If anybody gets to this, let me ping a second. If anybody gets to this point, let me know, and then I want to make sure I know where everybody in the group is doing if somebody gets to that point.
Guys, I think we shouldn't go to that point.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
It's a trap. I take up the back. I want to be the last person in.
You're gonna have to fight the druid for that. But, okay.
Continue to walk up, but I'm just gonna peer through the gates because walking in uninvited is a taboo.
Okay.
I'm also covering my ear feathers.
All right. So, yep, you're going to move to that point. Okay. Greybeard's moving out of the drawbridge. Teagraiel is there. Okay. Yeah. Yep, they're just walking. The druid will come in from behind.
Yep.
I know one thing. I'm going to chop the hands off the bell ringer.
She just says it's not logical to think that somebody would carry over a ton bell to make a sound that's loud. That's conjecture. You don't know how loud the bell needs to be for a town.
Sorry.
They could simply be warning others of impending problems farther away. This could be their major warning.
Oh, that looks like a wonderful token.
Although that in itself is conjecture. I have no way of proving it.
Do I see what I see on the map?
Yeah, as that conversation's happening, you guys can kind of see into the courtyard. Now you do know that the bell is ringing from right here, where I'm pinging. And it's on top of the steeple here. There's a bell up there, and you can even see it at this point. The bell's just going back and forth and ringing. So it's clear that whatever's happening, or the bell sound is coming from this building.
Do I see the circular red things?
Yeah, I'm getting to that point here in just a second too. Yep. Yeah. So you can see the top of this steeple. It obviously goes down into a building, but I'll put that there so you can see it. because you can see the roof of this place. Do it like that. All right, so yeah, as you get up to the area where you can actually start to see into the town square area. Now, you are next to two towers. These are two towers that kind of flank each side of the gatehouse that you're next to, so sorry for my cold here, but that would be these here. Are two kind of like watchtowers, and you can tell that the chains from the drawbridge go up into these towers, but you're not seeing anybody there. And the drawbridge is lowered. And then the other thing that you're seeing is basically the town square. And basically, it's clearly a village square, and you see two giant. They're dog-shaped, but they're much bigger, and they seem to be kind of eating something or wrestling with, not wrestling, but like kind of playing tug of war a little bit with something, and they have not noticed you as you have got to this spot right here between the two towers. And the bell ringing's making it so almost nobody's hearing, you know, like foot creaks or scream. You're not hearing any of that kind of stuff. You don't even really hear them too much. They seem to be two big dogs.
And it's like high noon,
chewing on
right?
something. No, it's about 4 in the afternoon at this point. So have the front two go ahead and give me a perception check at the front two people. So that would be, looks like Aila and Teagraiel.
Would I be able to move
Ooh.
forward, or is that before or after they would do their perception check?
This is happening as you were making your discussion.
Okay.
They're seeing this stuff as you were talking to them. So this is all happening at that same exact time.
Okay. Like, would I be able to like peek around the corner here? Like from here?
Peek around the corner.
Yeah. So if I'm standing here, just kind of peek around to this side, just to.
Yeah, we'll move ahead here in just a second once
Okay.
we get all the stuff that we're seeing, because there's a lot here still yet to see as you get to this part. So our perception checks. This is Teagraiel. You notice one thing that really stands out to you are these gigantic stones that seem to be impaled into the ground. These are definitely out of place, and they're big. They're probably, you know, you're looking at them with that kind of roll. You're analyzing like that's probably 500 pounds or so. You know, you're like, and it just seems way out of place. Some of these really big stones. And now that you've kind of noticing that, you're noticing that even some of the buildings, the roofs have holes in them. There seems to be some damage. So something definitely seems out of place, even if there weren't the two big giant dogs there, which are wargs. So if any of you would have had any experience with those, I don't know how would know that if you knew what a warg was or not.
I think you could do like an
I
animal check.
mean, the warg's fairly common.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
wondering how common it was.
I think they'd be common enough in the high forest that anybody that,
Like a
The elves,
nature check.
probably.
yeah.
Nature check, maybe.
Yeah, I would think so. Well, let's just say the elves know. You guys have seen the wargs before, so you recognize them as wargs.
The minute I see that, I'm gonna tell the rest of the party, I think we have company, and I don't think it's from the village, and I will tell them wargs ahead.
Okay,
Are you
and then you're
screaming
going to
to
stop
them?
right where you're at the moment you see them. So that and you can tell they
Yeah.
have not seen you yet. Their backs are to you. They're fighting or eating something out there in the town square. And then let's go ahead and let's see if there's anything else about that town square I want to tell you. Basically, just that town square is a big open, muddy open area. There is a 5-foot deep hole that you can see out here in the middle. It's a pretty big hole. You see some buildings that are around it, but you're not getting a good look at those yet. Let me make sure there's nothing else there. And yeah, just those two guys. So, okay. What would you guys like to do at this point?
I
Do the
grumble.
orcs seem dangerous? Sorry, you go.
I grumble real loud. Bell first, dogs later.
And kind of having the same thought, I'm gonna scoot up to here, just so I can peek around. Although, not. Is there something here that would obstruct my view?
Nope. But that's where you're gonna move to.
Yeah, I don't see it. Like there's.
Yep. Don't. Yeah, I would stay right there before you move. What's everybody else doing while Jarral moves forward?
Like all this is black, and all this is black.
Yep, I'm gonna reveal that in just.
Oh,
a
okay,
second.
okay. All right, so that's intentional. Okay.
Yep. So as you see as you get up to that corner, where's everybody else going to get to while Jarl gets to that corner?
Right next to him.
My back's against the wall,
Okay.
letting everybody go by me.
The druid will just come up to Teagraiel.
I'm gonna go up to well, right there. I want to be in like the same spot as Greybeard. I don't want to cover him up.
Okay.
There we go. There. I want to be able to see around this corner.
All right. So at this
Did the
point,
dogs seem dangerous?
with their backs, you're not sure. I mean, the backs are turned to you. You don't think. Make a nature check. Let's see how much you know. The Aarakocra would know about the ward.
Apparently something.
Yeah, you feel like if they happen to notice you, they're probably not going to like you at all.
So I prepare my bow.
All right, so the people that are getting up to the corner.
Forgot I was a ranged character.
You even have it in your character title.
All right, we're just opening it up a little bit there. And you should be able to see much better.
Oh, those are a lot of rocks. Those are huge rocks, right? Boulders?
Yeah, they're really big. You're looking at them, you doubt you could even move one.
Like hide behind big, or
If they weren't
big
so
enough I can-
embedded into the ground, yeah, probably. But they're embedded in the ground enough that it's you wouldn't gain much cover from them.
Okay.
Hey man, partial cover and 3/4 cover is better than full cover. Or than nothing.
True.
All right, so the wargs have still not noticed you at this point, and you guys are kind of huddled in the right near the gatekeeps here. What's our next plan of action?
Is there a door on the backside of that church?
When you're looking at it, you are not seeing anything on this side of the walls. It looks like just window stuff. But you see the road here, and so you're assuming you can kind of guess that that's probably the way in.
But you did say there is windows?
Yes, there are windows along the southern face of that church here.
Breaking and entering time.
Okay.
The dwarf is gonna smash.
So at this point, make sure you're
There's
moving
water.
at your normal pace. So we'll go and, even though we haven't rolled initiative yet, make sure you're moving about 30 feet at a time as we go through this next part, just so we can keep track of what's going on.
7.
Each block is 5 feet.
That's about as far as I can go.
Okay. So the dwarf moves to the church. Jarral moves to the church.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would like to stealth over here. Would I be able to do that?
You can roll your stealth roll, which I believe is dexterity.
I get the bottom. Yep.
So stealthy.
Yep, seems stealthy. It's one of those contested rolls, so it matches up against like passive perception. So you feel pretty stealthy as you're doing it.
Can I tell?
I feel so stealthy.
Can I tell how tall the fence is back here?
You would say probably stomach height, not much more than that.
Okay.
All right, is there anybody else that's going to move? All right. So as you're looking at that temple, it's a wooden temple. You're seeing the different symbols on it, and you see some religious symbols on it. Has a slender steeple that contains a large bronze bell, which is the giant bronze bell that's making all this noise. And you're seeing stained glass windows that depict images of birth, the dawning sun, trees, and unicorns. And the bell is still ringing incessantly, and the wargs have still not noticed you, as they are still eating and rummaging around something that's happening over where they are standing.
I look over at our friends over here. Oh, I'm still on pan. God damn it. Our friends over here. And I make a hand movement telling them to come over to the cover behind the church.
Okay, so yeah, let's roll around.
Press her own attempted hand motions.
Oh, awesome.
He's gonna, charades time again, guys, and she's gonna try and hint and give a signal should anything happen with works.
Okay.
Okay. Also, right now, the people that are on the west side of that temple, there are stained glass windows, but they're really, you're not able to see much in because they're colored glass, so you're not able to see too much. You're not seeing anything. It's not like regular glass where you're just looking through and you can see the interior. And then same with our dwarf Greybeard. The windows are stained glass, so you're looking in there and you think you can make out like a few dark shapes, but you're not really sure what you're seeing.
Okay. I go right here and hide behind this edge, trying to get a view of what's happening over here with these works, trying to keep an eye out for them and any of their friends if they're still around. Keeping an eye out just like Aila, just a little bit farther, I guess.
I ask the two folks next to me to give me a boost. I'm going through the window.
Are you the dwarf next to me?
Yep.
Oh god, I'm in all dark. Sure. I give him my hand.
Wait, you're gonna. So it's not like a window that's open. You're gonna break a window.
Oh yeah, straight double great axe smash and through.
Okay.
Blissfully unaware of what's going on.
I'm gonna boost him up.
Yeah, I help boost him up.
I'm gonna say, you're just looking, right?
as I pull back my axe to punch through.
All right. What is the other group doing at that point?
All right, so
before the actual smashing of the glass,
Jarral is gonna walk up to the fence and do a perception check. Does he see anything more than what he's seeing there? It's all black up here.
You
Just studying.
Wow.
Do drows get disadvantage on perception checks during the day? Or is that an old edition thing?
In sunlight they do. I'm assuming we have a roof. Oh no, I guess we don't, do we? So either way I failed.
Well, you'd probably have the lit on the
well, okay. So what you would see when you move up there, Jarl, is
buildings usually have a lit that casts a shadow.
It's obviously this is a graveyard, and you can see gravestones. You see kind of what looks like a crypt here in the back corner. You see, obviously, you're seeing more stones that have smashed down into this. They're kind of set into the ground. And you can see that a couple of the gravestone markers have been destroyed by those. And I think that's all you're seeing at the moment.
Okay.
The bell is still ringing. That's where you get to.
So
and then
can I
double-handed? Go ahead.
Can I just after I've taken a quick look, can I hop the fence and kind of move over to the corner here?
Sure. If you still have you moved 30 feet yet?
I moved 10. I figured.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right. And then a double-handed axe smashes a stained glass window. And we'll have everybody go ahead and roll initiative. And what you want to do when you roll initiative from your character sheet is you want to select your token first and then you can click on initiative and it should roll initiative. Also, if you've set up macros, those will work too. But if you haven't done that, you should see on your character sheet where it says initiative and you should be able to click on it.
Pretty good initiative roll, although I'm nowhere near it.
What is initiative? It's just a D20 plus initiative, right?
Well, you should be able to, on your character sheet, you should see the word initiative. You should be able to just click on the word from your character sheet.
There we go. No, I accidentally pushed something and I went off of the page. So I'm waiting for everything to load in. But the character sheet just loaded in. Here we go. It doesn't matter anyways, it's fine. I was too busy helping a dwarf get in the window.
Hands were busy.
I'm not exactly light.
That works perfect with our surprise. to the
Yep.
to the dwarven looking.
Yeah. I look very incredulously at the dwarf because I, like Teagraiel, thought he was just gonna look.
Player giggles, character doesn't notice.
I guess I look at Teagraiel and give him this incredulous look.
I just go. I shrug my shoulders.
Where's the button to add an initiative? Why am I missing that? Oh, it must be here.
Let's see. I got a little thing that said you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
Yeah, you do need to make sure you select your token first.
Oh well, I wasn't on. I was waiting for everything to load in. I'll keep that in mind.
And then Armel, he rolled a 17.
Well, that's just a big FU.
Yeah.
Oh look, it's just like Kerrnel.
Yeah.
Must be DM advantage or something, man.
It was nice knowing you, team.
It's very reminiscent.
Decent. Top of the order. Okay. We have rolled initiative, and we are going to go ahead and take our first break.
Oh sweet.
So we're going to take a 5-minute break, and then we're going to come back for obviously our first fight of some sort. So, all right, stay tuned. Let's switch over, and we'll be right back.